Yo, what's good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. So let's talk about Gilbert Arenas blasting Hakeem Olajuwon for charging $50K for his services. So Gilbert Arenas said, he's charging way too much for his basketball workout. He's overcharging these youngsters, basically robbing them. And I don't see what's the problem. I mean, it's not like Stephen A charging $3K for his camp. Stephen A is not a professional basketball player. Hakeem Olajuwon is an NBA legend and elite basketball player, so it's too different. So when Stephen A decided to charge $3K for his camp, everybody had an issue with that, which made sense. Stephen A is not known for playing professional basketball. No, he's an analyst, a journalist. So it's two different things, totally different situation. It's his services, right? If he want to charge $50K, he could charge $50K. At the end of the day, a lot of these players, right, they're going to benefit from his program. They're going to learn new moves, right? They're going to add to their skill set. So if the man wants $50K for his services, what's the problem? Also, Gilbert Arenas said, he haven't played basketball in over 20 years. His game is outdated, basically. He has no updated move from the 2Ks, and that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. So you're telling me someone who played in the 80s and 90s can't play in today's basketball because they haven't learned new moves? Like you can't do a skyhook in the 2Ks. I don't get it. So Gilbert Arenas said, what is he going to teach Giannis? The skyhook? Making fun of Hakeem, talking crazy. And this is coming from somebody who haven't won anything, never won a championship, no MVPs, no scoring titles. So what are you talking about? And it's basketball. Think about it. Most moves translate in any era. Like you could do a skyhook in the 80s, the 90s, the 2Ks, the 3000s. It doesn't matter when. It's not like the move got outdated. So Gilbert Arenas is making it seem like Hakeem can't teach anybody basketball because he haven't played in the 2Ks. So his game is obsolete. And that sounds dumb. Like that doesn't make any sense. Like it's a basketball. You could take any move from any era and inject it in today's basketball and it'll work because it's sports, like it's basketball. And Giannis needs to work with Hakeem. I'm glad he decided to work with Hakeem because his game is very limited. It's not like Giannis has a lot in his bag beyond the Euro step and just forcefully going to the rim. He doesn't have a lot in his bag. He needed to upgrade his bag. If he want to win more championships, play longer, he needed to upgrade his bag, his whole skill set. So it's a big plus that he's working with Hakeem. And if Hakeem want to charge him $50K, $100K, what's the big deal? These dudes are making millions of dollars. So $50K to Giannis is nothing. To the modern NBA player in today's time, even the lower tier players, $50K is nothing. That's peanuts. They're making millions. So if Hakeem want to charge Giannis $50K, $100K, take it or leave it. It's that simple. And clearly, he feels like Hakeem's services or workout is worth it. So he's going to pay for it. But here go Gilbert Arenas again, acting like, obviously he could have his own opinion. I get it. But to say that the man's skill set or his knowledge of the game is outdated because he never played in the 2Ks or the 2K10s or the 2K20s, that sounds dumb. That's like saying Michael Jordan's game is outdated. MJ can't teach basketball because his game and his skill set is outdated. That would be like saying Kobe Bryant's skill set is outdated. Even though Kobe's a modern player, the point is Kobe's game is modeled off of MJ, right? So that's like saying if you said MJ was outdated, his skill set, then you would also say Kobe's game is outdated. And that sounds stupid. But here go Gilbert Arenas. Once again, he could have his opinion. I respect it, but I don't agree. It sounds silly. All these players are elevating. The Joker is now here. He has arrived. Embiid is coming. He haven't won anything, but, Embiid exists, right? All these big men. Phoenix just got a three-headed monster. Boston got Porzingis. So all these teams are upgrading and elevating. I know Giannis is only one person. It takes a team to win a championship, but it all starts with the star, the superstar. And if he want to win more championships in the years to come, he needs to elevate his game. He needs to add more to his skill set. It's time to upgrade. All that Euro step, going to the rim forcefully all the time, that's great. But once a team clog the paint in the playoff, once they shut down the entire paint, what is he going to do? So he needs to add more to his game, and that's just what it is. And if Hakeem want to charge you $50K, $100K, who cares? Take it or leave it. And these players make so much that, what is $50K? I'm sure some of these players blow $50K in the club, literally throwing it as strippers. So if you could pay $50K to possibly help you in your game and elevate your game so you could be a better player, why not? So I don't understand why Gilbert is talking about moves being outdated, obsolete. This is the 2K, so Hakeem can't train anybody anymore because his game is outdated. I'm still trying to wrap my brain around this. And Gilbert is talking about the sky hook, and nobody's trying to do a sky hook. Giannis is fine with his Euro step. Do Gilbert Arenas watch basketball? That's a rhetorical question. I'm sure he does. But if you watch the games, you could clearly see Giannis is limited, super limited. Giannis' game is so limited to the point. So the fact he's trying to, add something else to his bag, it's a great thing. And if Hakeem is charging $50K, so what? Also, Gilbert said, Hakeem is just trying to make up for lost money because, in 1984 when he came in, he wasn't making $50K. So now that he has a chance to make up all that lost revenue, he's saying Hakeem is just overcharging younger players just so he could make up for what he lost in his career. And that's ridiculous. But this is Gilbert Arenas, as usual, with some bogus takes. Sometimes he's on the money, but majority of the time, it's bogus. It sounds crazy. So once again, Giannis don't need Hakeem. He doesn't need any help. He's fine. Hakeem game is outdated. Nobody's trying to do a skyhook. Hakeem hasn't played in 20 plus years, so what can he teach anybody, And this is coming from Gilbert Arenas. But please, man, leave your comments below. Let me know your thoughts on this whole situation. Is Gilbert Arenas tripping? Is he tweaking? What is he talking about? But let me know below, man. Holla at me. But as always, I'll holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share. Holla at your boy.
It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.